This is Kite Cutter TV with another presentation. We gotta talk about this. Okay, guys, we got a few stories to get into. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested 15 illegal immigrants who made shore in Palm Beach in what authorities called a maritime smuggling event. According to U.S. Border Patrol, the 15 were comprised of 14 Haitians and 1 Bahamian. The foreign nationals were taken into federal custody near Mar-a-Lago. Officials said the 15 individuals beached the boat they were in and then tried to escape from authorities. After a search, all were taken into custody. President-elect Joe Biden has pledged to reverse numerous immigration and border security policies when he is sworn in, including halting the construction of President Donald Trump's border wall. Biden said he plans to restore protections for people illegally brought to the U.S. as minors and stop using Pentagon funds to build a border wall. What Biden isn't telling you is that ending border wall construction could actually be more expensive than continuing to have it being built. The Trump administration has signed a lot of contracts with companies to build sections of the border wall. So they are going to have to terminate those contracts, which can come with significant fees. So even not building any more walls under a Biden administration might have some significant costs. Check this out.
15 people are in federal custody after U.S. Border Patrol intercepted them arriving near Palm Beach in a boat early Sunday. The chief patrol agent tweeted that state and federal partners responded to a maritime smuggling event Sunday morning that made landfall near Palm Beach. We're told a group of 15 Haitian migrants swam to safety on the island of Palm Beach after their boat capsized offshore. Border Patrol is expected to remove the boat from the beach on Monday.
United States Border Patrol agents stopped 15 people Monday morning when their boat landed near Mar-a-Lago. Border Patrol agents and Palm Beach Sheriff's deputies say the 14 Haitians and 1 Bahamian on board tried to run when their boat reached the shore. All were caught after a search of the area, and investigators are planning to interview them, then make arrangements to send them back to their home countries. Katie Johnston for CBSMiami.com.
County, a woman led Border Patrol agents on a high-speed chase overnight. Agents say she ran through the Border Patrol checkpoint on I-8 in Pine Valley. The chase went into Alpine, where the woman eventually stopped after agents used a spike strip on her tires. Agents say the woman is a U.S. citizen and was not under the influence. She was taken into custody, but later released.
President-elect Joe Biden says immigration will be at the top of the agenda for his new administration.
Within 100 days, I'm going to send to the United States Congress a pathway to citizenship for over 11 million undocumented people.
Biden says he plans to restore protections for people illegally brought to the U.S. as minors and stop using Pentagon funds to build a border wall.
This definitely isn't going to be easy for the Biden administration.
Sarah Pierce with the Migration Policy Institute says ending wall construction could actually be more expensive.
The Trump administration has signed a lot of contracts with companies to build sections of the border wall. So they're going to have to terminate those contracts, which can come with significant fees. So even not building any more walls under a Biden administration might have significant costs.
Several of President Trump's immigration policies are being challenged in court, so reversing those policies will take time. Pierce says rolling back all the Trump administration's policies seems unlikely.
The Biden administration just isn't going to be able to pour in the same amount of resources that the Trump administration did to immigration. They just have so much else going on with the pandemic and healthcare, climate change, racial injustice.
Since President Trump took office, 400 miles of new and replacement border wall has gone up. Biden says he doesn't plan to tear down any existing wall. In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
And welcome back. Our photojournalists are always ready for any kind of story. That includes hitting the road with Border Patrol. And that's tonight's Photographer's Perspective.
Normally we get your everyday stories. VOs, VSVs, packages, Student of the Week, Valley Made Local Strong. This week, I got to go on a ride-along.
Hey, this is GOD at Shubak and Levy Radio Tech.
Last week, I was able to work on a story with reporter Paulina Marin and Border Patrol.
El monte donde se metieron y pues esperamos encontrar.
We started the day at 5 a.m. We met up with Border Patrol agents and went on. My goal was to make myself unnoticed and record everything. For this story, I used my big camera, GoPro, DSLR, and phone in order to capture every moment. Paulina and I followed Border Patrol agents everywhere in order to bring the best story we could. With my photographer's perspective, I'm Israel Almeida, Channel 5 News Sunday at 10:30.
Well, in 2014, he became the first undocumented immigrant in the U.S. to pass the bar and practice law in California without being a citizen. He was honored with a Medal of Valor by then California Attorney General Kamala Harris for the achievement.
Now in 2020, he's earned his citizenship and he was able to vote for the first time in this election. It just so happens the vote he cast helped put Harris into the White House.
Yeah, I think there's something definitely sweet about that.
Attorney Sergio Garcia just cast his first ballot as a U.S. citizen, taking this photo of his mail-in ballot, the latest snapshot in his long pursuit since childhood to achieve the American dream. These are photos of Garcia and his siblings as kids on what became a decades-long road to becoming U.S. citizens.
The first time I met Miss Harris, it was surreal, and I was super nervous.
Garcia cast his ballot for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris 6 years after Harris presented him with the Medal of Valor.
Which I actually have here.
The honor bestowed upon him for becoming a practicing attorney while he was still an undocumented immigrant, the first in the U.S. to do it. Harris tweeted this photo of the two of them together at the ceremony promoting immigration reform.
I intend to fight for our ideal and pass comprehensive immigration reform.
Garcia recalls Harris giving him cautionary advice when they met.
She said, Sergio, I just want you to know that a lot of us are very happy that you can now practice law.
He says she warned him many were also hoping for his failure to prevent future immigration reform.
So they can, point the finger and say, see, we told you you shouldn't have given a law license to an undocumented.
Now it's Garcia giving that advice back to Harris.
I want to give back that similar message now. Be careful. There's a lot of us that are very happy for her and have her back, are cheering on for her, but there's a lot of people also that want to see her fail.
Well, Garcia says he is hoping that promises for immigration reform made during the Biden-Harris administration during their campaign are in fact turned into policy.
He says now that he is a U.S. citizen, he also intends to run for public office.
Local dreamers are breathing a sigh of relief.
A judge invalidated a decision that paused new applicants. News 8's Chris Crow joins us live from San Ysidro with why this is another positive step for dreamers here. Good morning to you, Chris.
Good morning, Eric and Stella. And look, it is a positive step forward for dreamers, those at the time kids that were brought to this country by their parents who got into the country illegally. But at the same time, they are still up in limbo, many will tell you. So let's run through exactly what this recent events untangled for them, if you will. We know that it was DHS and specifically the acting secretary, Chad Wolf, who went ahead and paused those new applicants for DACA. But the judge essentially reversed that decision because there are some concerns, at least legally, with how this acting secretary was appointed to his role and whether or not he has the authority to go ahead and pause those applicants for DACA. But at the same time, still no pathway to citizenship. We know with President-elect Biden winning the election, now that role essentially gets shifted over to him for his administration to take care of. But this is not something that was established during the President Trump's administration. In fact, we know that President Trump was trying to chip away at the DACA program, and that was essentially established by an executive decision by then President Barack Obama. But back to acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf. When you talk to some of the lawyers that were involved with this, or some of those attorneys that were looking at this case, they'll tell you, as I just pointed out there a moment ago, that it was his appointment to that role of acting secretary which basically helped them win this case.
It is a long line of administrative errors that happened to allow him to be in that position. So it's a really exciting decision for DACA recipients. It's going to allow people to file initial petitions again.
And so, look, initial petitions will be able to be filed again, and President-elect Joe Biden has promised that he will continue the DACA program and try to reestablish it to its full strength. But again, the pathway to citizenship, which a lot of these dreamers want to have, they still don't know if that's something that will be happening soon for them.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, God bless. Peace.